guys, it's Rane. So I have a lot of propagations I need to do, so probably this video is going to be mostly about propagations. I just brought this plant home, my bear's paw, and it is already starting to fall apart. Like, it was looking really sad when I got it from the nursery, and it's not doing too good now. So luckily it is in a black container, which means that I have 30 days to return it. Houseplants I cannot return, but since this was outdoors, I can return it, but I don't want to. It's the cutest plant ever. Oh my gosh, it's so soft and fuzzy. So this just fell off by itself, and I do believe that I can still propagate it. So it's been sitting out for, I don't know, it fell off like the other day, I think, either yesterday or the day before, and then parts of it is just like drying up. So when I bought it, it was super dry. I think it was like dehydrated. This one is like, oh, it just came off. So I definitely need to put these in some kind of substrate and try to propagate them. And then I might just propagate the rest of the plant too, because it just seems like it's going downhill. The soil, I mean, I did water it, but the roots, I don't know. I wonder if the roots are suffering from like dry rot or something. So I'm just gonna cut it up and try to save it. But first of all, I need to wash my perlite. So I would prefer to propagate everything in pond, but I ran out. But I do have like a huge bag of perlites. I also just bought some tree fern fiber, and I've been wanting to use that. So I do buy some Hoyas from a couple of ladies who propagate their Hoyas in tree fern fiber and perlite mixed together. And I kind of like that. Like, it seems to do well, the Hoya's root, and then they also grow out of that. So they've shot out like new leaves in that substrate. And I still do prefer pond over that, but since I'm out, I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my perlite and then try this new substrate for myself. All right, it's like 100 degrees outside right now, so I decided not to film anything. But I promise I will start taking you guys outside with me when it starts to cool down. So I did rinse off my perlite, and I have my new bag of tree fern fiber from Tazula Plants. This video is not sponsored. I just bought this off of Amazon. It had good ratings, so I'm going to test this out. I have not opened it yet, so I have no idea what it looks like, but I'll open it up and show you guys a close-up like I always do. And I forgot my clippers. Let me go sanitize my clippers so I can cut this thing up. Okay, so I'm going to use this tiny little pot for my bear's claws, and I have this leftover tree fern fiber that I got from a cutting that I bought, and I'm going to reuse it. Like, there's no way I want to waste this because I think it's expensive, and I think you can use it for a really long time. I had gotten an Engleriana, but I got a new plant. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. So I'll just fill the bottom with perlite. So I read that tree fern fiber is sustainable, which I love. And I think it holds maybe almost as much water as sphagnum moss. Like, maybe not as much, but like sphagnum moss I don't think is as, it's not very sustainable. So I'm gonna like not ever buy sphagnum moss again. Like, I still have a whole bag left, and I'll just use it like if I need it. But I kind of want to try using tree fern fiber. I might make like small moss poles. I don't know. I was thinking about making moss poles out of my ceramics. I've never seen that before. Like, I always see plastic or metal, but I just want to try. I know it's not like the most practical thing, because if it falls over, it'll break. But I just want to do it for fun. And then I might use tree fern fiber in there instead of sphagnum moss. But I'm just gonna layer tree fern fiber with the perlite. So I have like mostly perlite, like only perlite at the bottom, and I just want to like layer this throughout towards the top. So I've gotten some more new plants since my last plant haul. I don't know, I think I have like either 3 or 4 new ones. So that's so much fun. I'll have to make another video in the future. Definitely need plants. And I'm on the search right now for a certain type of plant. I saw someone selling one for $35, and I don't want to pay that much for this plant yet. I almost got it, but then I was like, it's a little bit too much. Let me learn about these kinds of plants first, and then if I can find a cheap one, I'd rather have that to test my I don't know, care abilities on it before I start splurging and spending $35 on a plant. I've lost a couple of plants. It's so sad. I lost well, I'm trying to save them. I'm in the middle of trying to save my Monstera laniata mint. I think I paid $10 for a single leaf. So, okay, it's only $10, but like I haven't seen that listing pop up again, so will I ever be able to get that plant again? I don't know. And then also my Snowcat's begonia, the variegated. Like that's such an easy, I feel like it's so easy to take care of that plant, and somehow like I botched it up. And I actually spent more money on that. I think I must have spent like $35 on that one. So if I replace it with another $35 one, it's gonna end up costing me $70 for the new one. So I don't know if I wanna get a new one, but I really like that plant. So I don't know, I'm trying to save it, but I doubt it's gonna work. We'll see. Okay, so I need to open up my new bag of tree fern fiber. I hope this doesn't create a lot of dust. I actually did get an air purifier, but I haven't opened up the box yet. I just bought it yesterday. So I'm gonna use that in my room whenever I do plant stuff like this. I just don't have time to set it up right now because I wanna hurry up and like propagate this plant before it like fully dies on me. But I'll use it in here for that, and then I'll also use it in my ceramic studio when I'm working in there. I hope I didn't make a mistake. This one looks like way more fine than what I've seen other people use. I don't know if I want it to be this fine. I kind of like it when it has like the long fibers in it. It smells fresh, like earth. All right, let me show you guys what it looks like. So, well, okay, I guess that looks like what I've seen. I think that's about right. So I'll just continue layering, because I do want some moisture retention in here. Like the perlite out here where I live is like too dry. It dries out way too fast. So it'll be nice to have some of this tree fern fiber to keep moisture in there a little bit longer. Okay, that's good enough, I think. And then I'll just like lay these on top. Oh my God, this is so cute. I just want to squish it. Like this. I'll bury it a little bit. Look at that little bear paw. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And look at the rest of it. See, like this looks like dead. I don't think I can save this at all. It's all dried up. This one, this looks okay. I'm gonna cut this off right there. And I think the sap is toxic on this, so I'm gonna be careful not to get it on me. But let me see. So that's what it looks like. I'm having trouble like really focusing on there, but I'm gonna let this scab. I'll pull this little thing off. That's useless. I'll let this scab before I put it in there. And then this one, it seems like it's okay still, but I'm just gonna cut it because like I said, I don't know if there's root rot or not. So like this one looks dead. Yeah, that one's a goner. And I don't think I can use that. So I'll just cut right here. So I'll let this scab over. And then this one looks good. So I'll cut it like right there. That came off easily. Okay. Oh wait, there's like one more tiny one right here. I'm not gonna leave this little guy behind. I'm taking it with me. So I'll let these guys sit out overnight and then I'll just like pop them on top of here tomorrow. And then I wonder if I should try to save the roots. Like, I just want to test it out and see if I can still save the plant that's in here. But I'll have to dump the soil outside because it's super dry and I know it's gonna be so dusty. So I'll go do that now. Oh, it is mighty hot out there. All right, so I got 2 plants out of the pot and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. You can't really see the roots because it's all covered in soil and I'm not about to try to wash it off right now. I'm just gonna leave it how it is and maybe I'll put them both in this little tiny pot or this one maybe. The roots look like they're long but fine. And then I'll just mix it with perlite and tree fern fiber. Okay, so that's what they're looking like. I want to make sure I have my gloves on so I don't touch the blood and get my skin irritated. But there's one plant. So that's what that looks like. It's a huge root system for like this tiny plant, but the roots are really fine. And then here's the other one. So this looks like it has like a tree trunk. And then all the roots coming out of there. So it looks like this was a propagation before also. These leaves are looking sad. They're probably gonna fall off, but let me get them potted up. So I'll do the same. I'll just put perlite first at the bottom. So I found this brush that I had just laying around with my other plant stuff and this thing too. And I was like, ooh, I can use this to like clean the leaves of my plants. And in case there's any like pests or anything, I can just like brush them away. I saw a girl, she uses a feather duster for her very large plants. So that would not be practical for me because I don't have large plants yet. I mean, I do have my Tycon over here, but like I could still just use the brush and just like brush at it and take off the dust. Like some of my plants do need dusting, but I don't know. So let me just fill the bottom part with perlite first, and then I'll start layering with the tree fern fiber. Yeah, that looks good. Just pop these little babies in here. Just like that. I'll put one in each corner. And so let me just like fill in around it with the perlite. I might just put mostly tree fern fiber towards the top because there's kind of a lot of soil. The soil was actually really moist on the inside when I took the plant out. It looks super dry on the surface, but the inside was quite moist, which makes sense because I did water it the other day. So I don't know why the leaves were dropping off like that. Okay, so this is where I'm at now. Put some tree fern fiber. Wait, let me put perlite first. I don't want this guy touching the side. Scooch this guy over too, just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'll just put a layer of perlites on the top. So probably the gnats might like to live in the tree fern fiber. So that's not good, but I do like it for its moisture retaining properties. Like pond is like, it has been the best substrate for me so far. But I just want to test this out because it's fun. And I love the contrast between the very dark tree fern fiber and the white perlite. I don't know, the aesthetics of it, I'm liking it. Okay, so we'll see how this does. I just went and got a snack and I came back and looked at this and I was like, no, that's not gonna work. Having the layer of perlite at the top, I feel like it's just gonna dry out way too fast. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm actually gonna put a layer of tree fern fiber on the top. And that's actually how the Hoya ladies do it. They put perlite at the bottom, so it's like 2 layers, and then the tree fern fiber on top. So let me just do that. I should compact this down some more so I have more space at the top. Okay, so I should probably water this little guy. I don't have a watering tray for it right now. I could use this. Yeah, I'll use this. Let me just get rid of this tree fern fiber. Put the rest in here. So I got a suggestion from one of you guys to get, what is this called? The API stress coat. Makes tap water safe. So to dechlorinate my water, because we have extremely hard water out here. So I got it. I got it off of Amazon. So thank you for the suggestion. I'm gonna start using it when I run out, because I pre-fill my jug, my gallon jugs. And on my next refill, I'm gonna start using it. So hopefully that will help to keep my plants happier. Okay, so I used up the rest of that tree fern fiber. And now I'm going to water this little guy. This one I don't think I need to water because the soil was still moist. I'll just leave that for a couple of days. I don't want to overdo it with the water because plants are just so unforgiving if you give them too much water. Like if you just let it sit for too long. Okay, so I gotta try to do this so that I don't touch the leaves, because I don't know if we're supposed to bottom water this one. I should check. Uh-oh, I got myself a bottom watering plant. I did not want any of those, but these are so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess this is gonna have to be an exception. And I still do want to design a ceramic pot where you can like easily bottom water plants. So I have to start doing some drawings of that. So I'll just fill up this little, whatever it's called. It's my milk carton, my almond milk. I've been trying this out from Costco, and I've been cutting up the bottoms when I'm finished. So now I have lots of bottom like watering trays for my plants, but it only fits like the 4-inch pot or smaller. I don't think the 6-inch pot fits in there, but so I think I should fill it up more. Like, I think you're supposed to go up halfway, like halfway up the pot. And since there's mostly perlite in here, I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to touch the bottom of the plant. Okay, so I guess I'll just set my timer for 20 minutes and then I'll dump it out. Hey Siri, set my timer for 20 minutes. Okay, so I do have lots of other plants that I want to propagate, but I need to go around and see if there's any priorities, which actually, maybe, yeah, my string of turtles, I think that's a priority, and also my string of hearts. So I'm gonna do a walkthrough and just see which one I should do first. Okay, I'm gonna do my string of turtles next because it's looking very sad. I think there is new growth right there, so cute. I love when I bring new plants home and then they start popping out with new growth because I feel like it's communicating with me that it's happy it's in my home. That's just how I feel. I don't think I should leave these bear paws in here for 20 whole minutes because it looks like it's gonna oversaturate. I'm just gonna take it out right now. The tree fern fiber looks like really black, so I think it's soaked enough. And I'll put this on the glass behind me so that it can get light from my grow light. I'll just let this dry a little bit before I put it there though. And then I might as well I'll just soak this because the perlite is totally dry. I'll just let that sit there for like 10 minutes or something. And let me just clean my shears so I can cut some turtles. And I might just put them in this little tiny pot. I don't think I'm gonna cut the entire thing. I'm gonna get a lot of it though, because this soil scares me. So I don't know if you can see the difference. This tree fern fiber is totally soaked, so it's very black. And this one is not soaked yet, so it has like this brown color. So I love having visuals like this so I know when something is wet and when it's not. And here are my turtles. You can see that some of them are looking kind of sad, some of the leaves. So let me get to it. I guess I should cut these first so that they can also scab over. I almost forgot about that part. So I'll give you a close-up as I do that. So this part looks like it's dead. I had shown these in my plant haul video. I was like, these are feeling limp and like they're dead now, I think. I'm not gonna cut this. This looks pretty healthy though. This looks like a newer piece, so I'll cut this. I'm trying to go as low as I can. I'll just get that right there. This one's looking pretty good, so I'll cut this off. See how far down I can go. All right. Oh look, what is that? Is that a mealybug? I'll get this one too. Oh wait, that just came out by itself. I should cut off the bottom part. I guess that's rotted right there. It's totally not my fault. This part looks newer, so I'll get this. This plant is looking extremely sad. It's been at the nursery for a very long time, and I think, I don't know, they tried to sell me this at full price. I'm so glad that I got this at a discount because it is sick. And I have no idea if that white thing is a mealybug, and I hope it's not. But the underside of these leaves look, I don't know, they're browning. It looks like it might be from pests, but I can't see it. Like, it's so small. I need a magnifying glass or something. So I probably won't use this stem. I'll throw this one away, and I'm gonna see if I can inspect these leaves a little bit more closely and make sure there's no signs of pests. Like, this one has those little brown spots too. I don't know what that is. So I wonder if I should spray these with neem oil or something. I want to get plant soap. I got Dawn soap to wash my plants, but then I read somewhere that it's actually a detergent and it's too harsh for plants. So, I mean, I thought I had done research, and then it said that Dawn soap was good for washing plants, but now I'm reading that it's not. So I don't know. I found a soap I want to buy. I just haven't bought it yet. But like, I don't know. Do you guys wash your plants? Do you guys use soap to wash them? Like, I feel like it's so much work. Is it worth it? I don't know. So let me just, I might have to just propagate the whole plant, because it looks like a lot of it is like, it's starting to rot. And I don't want it to spread around to the whole thing. So, gosh, this is going to be a lot of work. This is a lot of little strands. Okay, this is looking nice and soaked, so I'm just going to take this out now. I don't want to over soak it, if that's possible. On with the cutting. I have a string of turtles that look like lentils. Okay, so let's see if I can find some more good strings here. Oh look, that just came right out. See, that's totally rotted. But I might be able to save the ends. That just popped off. I'm gonna cut off the end because the rot spreads. Okay, what is that? It's stuck to the leaf. Put this here, and right here. Look how this is just coming out. Wow. I guess the roots are super shallow on this, or what? I'll just cut it right here. That string looks pretty good. The undersides look okay on this one too. I was not expecting to spend most of my plant chore time cutting up my string of turtles. I thought I was gonna just like cut off a few strands here and there, but it's looking like the plant, a lot of it is rotting. So I guess it's been like overwatered at the nursery. I think it's just been there like way too long, because the way that they take care of them there, I'm gonna throw this away. They just do like a cookie cutter approach, and they just like water all the plants like on one day every week. So I don't think they take care of each plant like it needs to be taken care of. It's just like, just water once a week and then that's it. It seems like the leaves pop off like really easily. It's so cute though. Oh my gosh, I love this plant. And I think that these require higher humidity, like, I don't know, like mid-range, like 30 to 50%. So I think I should put these in my cabinet, like as they're scabbing over, but also like as I'm propagating them, I'll just keep them in my cabinet until it matures and like recovers. Here's another good strand. Yeah, this one looks really good. So I'm definitely gonna have a tiny plant after this. Most of it's looking really, really bad. See that? It just came right out. Most of this seems like unsavable. Yeah, the stem on this whole thing is like browning already. It's all limp. How sad. That one just came out. But the leaves feel firm, and there's lots of new growth, so I'm gonna try to save this one. It already has roots, so I'll just keep it like that. I'll cut off the rotted root. Doing these videos definitely helps me to like get my plant chores done. Otherwise, like, I feel like I would kind of put it off. But it's always more fun doing things, even though like you guys are not here with me. I'm still sharing it with you guys, and then you guys like comment, and I feel like we're in this together. So I don't feel so alone, because I'm definitely the only person in my family who cares about this stuff. So it's nice to find other people in the world who have like the same hobbies. I can't wait for it to start cooling down so I can do my plant chores outside. That one's totally dead. It's like kind of deceiving when you look at it, because the leaves, even when the stem starts to rot, I've noticed on plants, the leaves will stay alive and they'll just stay green until the rot like slowly spreads onto the leaf until it totally dies. So once the rot starts to spread, like you have to cut it off. And then if it's a plant where the new growth only comes out of the node, once the rot spreads to the node, it's done for. There's like, you can't save it. That's what I've noticed anyways. So it seems like there's a lot of savable pieces here. We'll see how it goes. I should just get my garbage can at this point. So that's what it looks like right now. Those are the dead leaves there, the dead branches, whatever. And these are the healthy ones so far. So some of them have roots, most of them don't. And then here's the rest of the pot. So I'm just gonna pull out the pieces that come out easily and just throw them away. Oh, this looked like it was new growth, but it started to suffer from rot. I wonder if I can still save it. I'll just cut the rotten part off. It's gonna be the tiniest propagation ever. Look how small. Wow, look at that. This whole thing. It's so soft and mushy. I'm so glad that I got to doing this today, because if I had waited any longer, I might not have been able to save it. Like I was thinking it was like doing okay, because the leaves, you know, like I was saying, they stay alive even though there's like rot in the stem and the roots. So yeah, this part, all of this here now is dead. This is all rotted. Well, here's one good one. So this is going to be a 2-day project. So I let these sit out to scab, and then I will prop them tomorrow. And I have more plants that I want to propagate too, a lot. And I actually want to sell some of my cuttings, because I don't want to waste them. Like I have my Monstera pinnati partita. I have 2 of those, and the vines are getting super long, and I need to cut them. And I'm gonna propagate them because I don't want to throw a live plant away. But then I don't want to have like, I don't need like 3 or 4, or like however many I'm gonna end up with. I don't need that many. So I'll just sell those on Facebook Marketplace. So of course my phone died. The battery died. And it's been a day or 2 since I did the cuttings of my string of turtles and my my bear's paws. So this morning I put my little bear paws into the tree fern fiber back here, and I don't want to move it because they're just like resting on top. I kind of like dug a little tiny hole and put it in, but they're not like rooted in there yet, so I just don't want them falling out. But I'll show you a close-up. And then my string of turtles, I had put the cuttings inside of my cabinets because apparently that plant loves higher humidity. So I felt like the cuttings would do better in there while they were scabbing over. So I've left them in there. I think it's been about 2 days now. So I'm gonna take them out, and I'm gonna put some perlite into a pot with the tree fern fiber, and I'm gonna get them potted up and see if I can get them to root. So some of the strands that I took out already had roots in them, and so I already put those in a little pot, and those are in the cabinet right now. Hopefully the roots have not started to rot on those yet, because then it will spread to the rest of the plant. But we shall see what happens with those. But the other ones are cut, and they should be fully scabbed by now. So let me just go get that. Please excuse the mess. I have not cleaned up yet because I haven't finished the project yet. So let me just get some perlite down in here for the base. So one of you guys has informed me that you lost your string of turtles due to mealybugs. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. And I guess this plant loves mealybugs and the other way around. So I watched a video about that. There was a lady who posted herself cleaning up her string of turtles because it had a mealybug infestation. And I guess because the leaves are like clustered so close together, it's easy for the bugs to hide underneath and like in between. So that is like more motivation for me to keep this plant small. Like I don't care if it stays in this pot forever. But I feel like it will be easier to deal with it if it does get mealybugs, if it's just like a smaller plant. But this woman I watched was using rubbing alcohol, and she was like spraying it all over the whole plant. But she mixed it with water, so it was like diluted. So I guess I'll just have to keep that in mind for the future. All right, I'm gonna start sprinkling the tree fern fiber into the pot. If I look different today, it's because I cut my hair again. I have been slowly cutting it, like incrementally. It's been getting shorter and shorter over time. So I've been testing the waters and trying to figure out like what length I like best for myself. And I'm kind of liking the short hair, and I think I kind of want to go even shorter. I did it myself because I didn't want to commit to like making an appointment and like actually like doing it, like just cutting my hair short. I wanted to like slowly go shorter and shorter. So now that it's at this length and I do like it, I'm gonna have to make an appointment and get it professionally like cleaned up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put like a little bit of a thicker layer of the tree fern fiber on top so that I can root the little stems inside. It's like easier to like, they stay in place better when it's just the tree fern fiber versus like the perlite is so lightweight. Like I really don't like using it. After I run out of this bag, I doubt that I'll ever buy it again. I'm probably going to use pumice in its place from now on. Like even when I make my aroid mix, I think I'm going to use pumice instead of perlite. Like it just gets so dusty. Even right now, like as I put it into this little tiny pot, I can see the dust that's being created from me just picking it up. Okay, let's get these little things potted up. I love having this little like hole digger. All right, so I'm gonna start from the middle with these longer ones because then they can like rest on the sides. It's looking so cute. I'm gonna put this back into my cabinet, and then I have a few more strands left that just won't fit in there. And I think I'm gonna put them inside of my plastic. So I'm gonna open that up and show you guys the progress of what's going on in there. So there is my snow-capped begonia. It's not working. This is my Hoya grapes. I'm gonna keep it in there just a little longer. I'm gonna take these out. That is very sad, very disappointing. I had watched a video on YouTube where this lady took a leaf of her begonia and she cut the leaf, and she said that roots would grow out of that part. And then she put it in a closed container with 100% humidity, but then hers grew roots. Mine just rotted. So it's not working. It's totally spurting out. I don't think there's any hope for this plant. The stem is completely rotted, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna spread throughout the whole leaf, so I'm just gonna throw it away. I have one tiny leaf left, the last drop of hope. And I have it inside my cabinet. It's just laying on top of pond right now with my mellow, my alocasia mellow. And it still looks healthy so far. It still looks like it's alive. It's not rotting like these are. So we'll see what happens with it. It's so tiny. Yeah, this one's completely like, so sad. It was growing the most beautiful pink leaves. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I messed it up. So my grapes is looking very brown. But the roots, like the spindly roots that are on there, are still white. I feel like, I don't know, I'm just gonna wait a little bit and see if there's hope for that one. And then I have my elbow, this one, my Ep.12. Yeah, Ep.12 pinnatum elbow. I have those cuttings in here. They're still green, so I'm just gonna keep them in there. It might take a while for them to root. Ep.12s, maybe, I wonder if they do better in water as a propagation. But I just wanted to experiment with this and see like how fast it would happen. And now I'm gonna do the same with my turtles. I'm just doing this as an experiment. I'm gonna lay them on top. When I put the ivy in here, it took them a really long time to grow roots. So I do feel like it works, but it just takes a long time. So if it takes that long, then maybe I'm probably not going to continue doing this method anymore. I'd rather just propagate them like in the pot, like I did with my last string of turtles that you just saw, like, because then I don't have to do anything else. Like once it roots in there, I can just keep it like that, and I don't have to transfer it. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing from now on, but I just had to experiment on my own to see what happens with my plants. It's a lot of fun to do this for me, and I'm learning a lot as I experiment. Look at this tiny one. It's like 3 leaves. I'll just lay it on top somewhere. Okay, I'll show you guys a close-up, and then I will definitely keep you updated on the progress of all of my propagations. All right, so that's what it's looking like right now. Gone through a rotation. All right, so I have lots more propagations that I need to do. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do next, but I have some good news. My ceramic studio is done. It's all done. Like, I got everything I need. It's all set up in there, and I am ready to go. So tomorrow is going to be the first day that I start making things on my wheel in my studio. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to do a slab one, like a rollout one on my table and do hand building first, or if I'm going to do the wheel first. I have a lot of practice to do. I have to practice centering on my wheel. I want to make a long pot for my side crawler. So apparently the philodendron glorious is the side crawler, I guess. And I did not know that when I got it. So I'm just gonna let it be a side crawler. And I'm gonna make like a square shaped pot that like is just long, or I guess that'd be rectangular. And I'm just gonna let it like grow in the soil sideways like that and see what happens. And if it outgrows that one, I'll just have to make a bigger one and then repot it into a bigger one. And I don't think it's like a new idea or anything. Like I've seen in the nursery, they have like the long rectangular ones, and I don't know if those are for side crawlers or if it's for, I thought it was always for like putting multiple plants in the same pot, but you could use it for side crawlers. And I've never seen anyone grow their plant like that before, I don't think. Do any of you guys do that? I'm just gonna try it and see how it goes. But let me give you guys a tour, show you around. I mean, it's not gonna be a tour, it's just like one little spot in my garage, but let me go show you guys. There it is. There's my kiln, my table. I finally got it set up. Someone helped me. Actually, the owner of it, the previous owner who sold it to me, reached out and told me he forgot to give me a part, and then he came over and helped me put it together. So yay, I have a nice steel sturdy table to work on. I got my shelves over there and my wheel. So I've got plastic bags down there. I need those to cover my work. This is my clay. And then I got these little cups from Goodwill so I could put my tools in them. So cute. It was like 68 cents or something like that. So these shelves are for my tools. And then there's my wheel, my big kick wheel with my apron. And I have a mirror that I still have to put on the wall. So that's so I can see the other side of the pot that I'm working on to make sure that the sides are straight, and or just, you know, like to see the shape of the pot. I have my air purifier here I got from Costco, and my fan. It is extremely hot in here. The fan helps a little. And there's my little tiny wheel. So that's like an electric wheel. I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up using more. I have to test them out. I have not used them yet. There's a light over there, my cabinet, and then hopefully these shelves will become full with all of my pots. Right now I have some glazes on here, and my table, and then some buckets for cleanup. Hey guys, so it's been about 7 days since I cut my plants, the turtles and my bear's paws, and they're doing okay. So there are my turtles. They are looking plump and healthy. And my snowcat's begonia, the one tiny leaf, is still alive, I think. And there is my Venus flytrap. I decided to move it into my cabinet. It was inside of a terrarium, and I decided I didn't like it in there anymore. And there's the other turtles. This is the one where they had the roots still, so they look like they are doing okay. And here are my bear's paws. So it looks like the one with the roots might still be alive, maybe. Actually, it looks kind of brown underneath. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But here are the propagations. One of them there has died off. I'm going to take that out, and it looks like it needs to be watered. The little bear's paws are getting watered now. So one of them is gone, but the other ones look nice and healthy. So it seems like there's hope that it's going to come back. If any of you guys have made it this far to the end of this video, thank you so much for staying, and I hope you were able to get something out of this. It's been a few days since my ceramic studio has been set up, and I have not started doing anything in there yet. I've been extremely busy getting my kids ready for school. They start school on Monday. So I've been doing a lot of cleaning and organizing, setting up my life so that I can get into some kind of routine with the ceramics. I feel like it's a huge commitment to go in there and just like start making things. And I want to make sure that it's going to fit into my schedule and that I'm going to be able to finish all of the important things I need to get done in my life. But I had a thought, and let me know what you guys think. I was thinking of streaming myself live as I do the pottery, especially my first day. My hands are going to be extremely messy, so I think it's going to be very difficult for me to film what it is I'm doing in there. So I thought maybe I would just set up the camera and just stream the entire thing from beginning to end. If any of you guys are interested in that, let me know. I don't know when I'm going to start that because I have to make sure my life is in order before I commit 2 to 3 hours in my day to doing that.
but I'm really excited to get started. Oh my gosh. I want it to be a habit. I want to do it as many days as I can throughout the week, but I might have to slowly work it into my lifestyle. But I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great week and enjoy your plants.